Well, good morning. I've just woken up. It's about 7:30 a.m. This is my first stop coming down towards. I'm going down towards Devon or Cornwall, I think, for the last month of the Wild Biome project, and just to see what kind of abundance I can live off whilst I'm near the coast. And I forget the name of this place, but it's somewhere near Bristol, and it was just a place that I spotted on Google Maps at night. And I thought, okay, I'll come down and park up here. Really nice and peaceful place, and there's already loads to forage. I'm going to probably try and go somewhere in that direction. There's some rocks that I want to explore along, and some just by the lighthouse. But also what we have here, which I've missed so much, is sea radish. It's in the name, it's in the mustard family, and you can tell, especially by these are starting to, all the petals are starting to go a bit there. You've got your 4 petals, which is classic of the mustard family, and then the way the seeds end up growing. Where's all the pods? I can't find any pods when I need them. But no, it's a beautiful plant. Very well. It's in the name, sea radish. It's got a very lovely radishy, mustardy flavour. So I might gather a bit of this on the way back and cook that up with something for later. And you've also got growing in here a few Alexanders, which are very proliferant, very common by the coast, and they're just starting to go to seed. So when those the perfect stage is once they are brown and dry, and you can grind that into like a pepper kind of substitute. And this is the plant that I have tried to grow in the field, and it has taken off, so I have got some of this amazing plant growing back home. There's one of the tiny little radish pods. They usually grow a lot bigger in like the pods are usually round. I'll try and find a better one. Now they're still young, they're still really young, and these pods are growing a little bit differently actually. I did pick one a moment ago that was round, but they're still developing. The thing that I love to do with these pods is to simply, at this stage they are absolutely perfect. They're crunchy, they're succulent, and you get the mild mustardy hit from them. So I'm probably going to harvest a few of those if I can find enough, and keep those in the van for a spice. You've also got a bunch of amazing sea beet here. It's already going to flower, but I'm just wondering how these bits taste. I think the young shoot heads I could certainly harvest and do something with, maybe fry them up in a pan with some other things. The flower heads are really good. They're delicious. So I'll definitely gather some of this on the way back round as well. It's going to be harder to walk around here than I realised. The rocks are running out, and there's just silt, there's deep silt everywhere. So I don't think I am going to be as successful getting to the edge of here. But it just looks like there's a bunch of seaweeds really. I was trying to see if there was any crustaceans on the rocks, but I think we've just got a bunch of seaweed. The most amazing part of this seaweed is actually these little egg sacs here. I think they're the breeding parts of the seaweed, So you're probably eating their testicles or something. I don't know. I forget what it was. I think it was the testicles. So you just pull these parts off of the seaweed, and then you can just eat them as they are. Amazing in a salad or something. Delicious. Oh look, there appears to be some kind of fort up here. I wonder what that old building was. But what I'm after is right below it. Look at all this amazing green just here. Now this is rock samphire. This is in the carrot family again, but it has one hell of an amazing flavour. It's a love or hate thing. Some people like it, some people don't, but I absolutely love this flavour. Now this plant usually only grows in rock faces along the coast. Quite easy to identify, but when you do give it a taste, it's got this rich, aromatic, salty, crunchy. So nice. So I'm probably going to gather a bunch of this for frying up later in a bit of tallow with some other things. Oh, and look, there's some sneaky plantain hiding on the rocks as well. This is actually at the perfect stage to gather it while it's still growing and young before it flowers. So this is what I love about being around coastal habitats. There's just so much abundance. I've just walked over to this rocky face. I've got loads of things up here. Did you see them with the rock samphire? You've also got a load of seaweed down here. You've also got the sea beet, the sea radish. There's just so much in such a small space. So I'm just having a time of my life here, gathering a few things that I'll probably make for breakfast or add to something later on today. So here's my breakfast for today. We've got our fried nettles as the base in the venison tallow with a bit of salt, and then we've added some rock samphire, some seaweed, and then we've got some mallow in there. We've got some sea beet, sea radish pods, and what else did I put in there? I think that's it. I'm just charging up at this charger, and I just find it quite funny how while I'm on the wild food diet, I'm parked up here at McDonald's just to get some juice in my car. I haven't actually really indulged in McDonald's. Maybe when I was a child. I think I was a child or a teen when the last time I ever actually ate it. It's not very good food. I don't know if it's improved over recent years, but it's just full of the complete opposite to what I'm doing on this wild food diet. I walked inside to use the toilet and I just don't crave any of those smells in there. It's just, it doesn't smell like food to me, especially after eating the way that I've been eating. It just doesn't smell like food. And I think that's just something that we have to really fix in this modern world with these fast food places and convenience food. It's just, we need to take a closer look at our systems, so that, I think that's the main problem really, is that when you're out travelling, when you're even at home, it's that convenience of fast food that's been kind of bred into our culture. And I think that if we can just fix that somehow, then we'd actually be eating a lot better. Because if you're out on the road, if you notice when you go to service stations as you're driving, there's nothing good in the stores, there's nothing healthy in the stores. It's just a load of rubbish. If these big businesses are supplying this kind of food to everyone, if those places actually change and start providing truly healthy, seasonal, local produce, then that would become the higher demand, the prices would come down on that, and then that would become the new convenience food, but at least you'd be eating healthier. And that's the thing that's really got to change, is to do away with these unhealthy fast food franchises and replace them with something else entirely. I'm finally here at my destination. I've been driving most of the day, and it took me a bit longer to get here because I've been using the slow chargers and just taking my time getting cheaper charging. But here we go. A beautiful little cove that I spotted on Google Maps that I wanted to come and explore, and I've got my fishing gear with me just to see if I can potentially catch any mackerel, but we will see. I'll probably spend the night somewhere around here. I found a couple of lay-bys and things, and yeah, let's just have a look and see if there's anything in there.